Hey guys, it's Cass here, and I thought it was about time for another small book vlogect. I mean, technically I did film one in March, but then I just never got around to editing it, so it's just obsolete, didn't happen. But here we are in April, let's do it. So at the moment I am reading The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris, but I'm going to put this down for today and read some small books, maybe tomorrow as well, we shall see. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm more than halfway through, it's a good time. I thought it was going to be more sci-fi, but it's more sort of contemporary about family and friends and love and grief and relationships and stuff. But I'm enjoying it. That's not even what this vlog is about though, so we'll put that down. So I've started reading Runaways Parental Guidance. I think this is Runaways Volume 6. And I figure, you know what, just finish off the Runaways run. I've got all 10 volumes, I've had them for ages. Why am I just letting them sit there? So this is number 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10. Get them read, get some stuff off my TBR, get a series finished as well, so it's gonna be good times. It's actually a really nice day today, so I might even take the last bit of that volume outside, read it in the garden. Although sometimes when it's nice, it's too nice, and then the page is just shiny and I just can't handle it. But let's try. Let's try. So I finished this volume of Runaways. It was super fun, some stuff happened. There was a very big twist at the end. So I jumped straight into the next one. And yeah, I like the art. The artwork changes throughout these. I think the first sort of 3 or 4 were done by the same artist, and then the rest it kind of dips into different people. But I like it. I think all of them suit them. Sometimes when art changes you're a bit like, but I feel like it still fits. So I've just started Live Fast. I'm not very far in, but I'm gonna finish editing a video that's meant to be out today first because it's 8 o'clock and I should have finished editing it yesterday. It should be up by now, but it's not. So I'm gonna do that and then finish Runaways. Can you remember in one of my other vlogs when I talked about the random cat that started coming to the house? Yeah, he's just here whenever he wants to now. Kitty, hello lovely. He's one of the most cuddliest cats ever. You just always want the snugs, don't you lovely? Yes he does. Oh, ouch. One stroke made him come up. He just loves a cuddle. So that happened. So I finished Runaways Volume 7 Live Fast, and a couple of things. First of all, this is probably the best volume of Runaways that I've read so far. I feel like all the characters were more like 3-dimensional, there was more emotion going on. At the start of the series, the first couple of volumes are quite middle grade-y, but it's like become more YA and the characters deal with some stuff. There's a lot of emotions in this one. It's quite somber, it's quite serious because there's a big old twist at the end of volume 6. But something I didn't realise until I saw someone mentioning their review, and then I picked up volume 8. The next 3 volumes in Runaways is actually written and drawn by different people, so I don't know whether it's going to stay in the same vein, if the characters are going to be the same, if they're going to be a whole reboot, and I don't know. We shall see, because I'm going to read the next one next, of course. So yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if it's going to stay on the same, like, more serious path, like the characters are a little bit more jaded, they've had a bit more world experience in here, or whether they're going to try and rejuvenate it and be more like fun, happy-go-lucky again. I don't know. Could you stop scratching the carpet though, please? Thank you. So yes, that is where we're at. I'm gonna get something to eat and then I'm gonna hop on to the next one. So I just finished reading this one, Dead Wrong, and the whole way through I was like, who the fuck is Clara? Who is this new character? Why do I not know them? To the point where I finished it and googled like Clara Runaways, and yeah, it turns out this is volume 9, this is volume 8, so I read this one before this one by accident. But it's also weird because the last volume was the last one of the original, like, Brian K. Vaughan run, so this one at the back says Runaways 1 to 6, so I was like, oh, new people, 1 to 6, but no. It turns out volume 8 still carries on. This is 25 to 30, but it's a different writer and illustrator than the other ones and the ones after it, so I think that's where I got confused. I'm going to read this one now. It's out of order, but you know, I will find out who the fuck Clara is, because I was just like, this is such bad storytelling. Why have they introduced a new character that I don't know? Yeah, it turns out that she was already in it in the volume before this, accidentally. But yeah, this is a weird one. It's different. The characters are slightly regressed. Some of the characterizations of certain characters don't feel like they're the same. They feel like they've regressed to the first few volumes. So I'm not sure about that one. The art is quite good. It did take me a little while to figure out who some of the characters were because they were quite different looking. But all in all, it was all right. Let me find out who Clara is now. Hey, wonderful Blummery. You're really cute. Give me every belly. Yes. This is why it's annoying when things aren't numbered. What is the point? I mean, we know that's number 7, thanks, but what about all the rest of them? Books are bad for this, but you'd expect that graphic novels actually had any sort of way to tell what they were. Nope. It's the next day and I've decided this vlog is boring, so we're gonna go on an adventure. Not just because of the vlog, also because I haven't been anywhere in over a year. So I've decided I'm going to Lincoln for no reason. I wasn't sure between Lincoln and Nottingham, but I chose Lincoln because I've been to Nottingham more just in general. Although, fun fact, I did go to Lincoln College, so I was there every day for like 3 years, and then when I finished, I've been like twice since then. So I kind of just want to do everything. I want to take my camera, I want to take art supplies, but I'm not going to do that because it's going to weigh my bag down. I also need to find the book to read while I'm on the train. I could take the book I'm reading right now, but it's like a full-size book. I don't want to weigh my bag down again. So I need to pick one of these littler ones so it's not weighing me down. I'm going with Tin Man because it's quite thin. Graphic novels are too big, I don't want them to be in my bag. And the book I'm reading properly, again, too big, so I'm going to go this thin guy. Oh yeah, also don't expect a proper vlog for the next however long because I am not talking in public to a camera. So, you know. It'll be pretty though, hopefully. Visually. Let's go. Nice fun day out. I went to about 10 charity shops, probably more than that to be fair. Didn't actually buy anything, but it's nice to just go around and have a look. There was a few books in there, but I thought, you know what, none of these are ones that are on my list in my head, so I'm just not going to buy anything. There was this one specific charity shop that was so pretty. The aesthetic in there was just so nice. I didn't even get to film like the best bit because there was people about and I felt weird, but I did a little tiny bit, and it smelled amazing as well. It was proper old school and just, ooh, really nice. But most of all, I just enjoyed having a wander somewhere that isn't here. Day I spent £3. Yep. £1 was on 2 bottles of Vimto from the pound shop. Two for £1. One of those pounds was on some hair bubbles because my mum said the other day that she needed some new hair bubbles that don't have a metal bit on. And then I found a 50p stupid punchy pen like this. A couple of years ago I bought myself this. And I showed my brother and he was like, that's so cool, why didn't you get me one? So now, like 2 years later, I was just like, here, have a pen. It's a cat, I think, though, punching. That was 50p. And then 50p on some, like, well, it's called light clay. I'm hoping it's just like plasticine. Because a while back, I brought a second-hand version of the board game Cranium, and the only thing it doesn't have is the plasticine because it dries out. So yeah, £3 whole on my trip. But I saw Lincoln Castle. I saw the cathedral, I walked around, I saw the river. I walked up Steep Hill. There's a reason it's called Steep Hill. Steep Hill is the 4th steepest hill in England. And fun fact, I used to go to college in Lincoln, and for the last year I went to art college, which is at the top of Steep Hill. So I used to walk up there every day with an A1 folder up the Steep Hill. I'm just, imagine all them cobblestones, A1 folder, but also with snow and ice. And wind with an A1 folder is not it. But yeah, it was fun to walk up there and get out of breath and die and then see the cathedral and the castle, so enjoy. Also, I'm 68 pages into Tin Man now. I read this on the train there and back. And yeah, it's alright. It's a very insular story. It's about this one guy. Well, I flicked through because there's no chapters and I was like, is this going to be one big chunk the whole way through? But it, like, just before 100 pages it goes on to a different character. But yeah, it's just very insular about this one guy and his life, and he's just thinking about his past and stuff. One thing I will note though, it's set in England, and a few pages ago I read, oh, that year it was above 70, and that's not how we don't say 70 degrees, that's not hot. 35 is hot, 70 would probably kill us, so that took me out of it a little bit. Is this a case of the author is American and that's why they've said 70? Is it one of those times where American publishers purposefully force authors to write in American English? Because apparently it's alright for English folk to have to read books about sophomore and junior and Google what the crap that even means in age, but Americans can't read books by English people with, I don't know, path that have to have sidewalk. It's a weird thing. But yeah, that annoyed me. I don't know why it said 70 degrees and it's in England and the character's English, and why would it say 70 degrees? But other than that, it's alright. It doesn't have speech marks either, which I thought was going to be a problem, but because it's very insular about one person, it's not too confusing when there's speech going on. But that also means that I'm partway through this because obviously I started this before the vlog, and then also partway through volume 8, actual volume 8 instead of volume 9 of Runaways, because I started it yesterday and then just didn't finish it because I thought I should probably sleep if I'm going out today. So yeah, I should probably get them finished. I don't know if I'm going to finish Tin Man during this vlog, but I will finish it obviously. I'm definitely going to finish this because so yeah. I just googled what 70 degrees is in real temperature and it's about 21 degrees, so you know, not too bad. But it was still wrong. Another side note, I read the inside flap, and Sarah Women grew up in Essex and now lives in London, so it is a case of forced Americanization rather than an American author writing an English thing and accidentally putting 70 degrees. Which is worse, because the book is by an English author, it's set in England, so why 70 degrees? Why? It's not a thing here. Moving on. So I finished volume 8 of Runaways, and honestly, if I actually read this in order, I probably would have not liked volume 9 as much. Like I said earlier, volume 9, it kind of backpedaled on a bit of the characterization. It was a little bit more, like, not happy-go-lucky, but it wasn't as dark or emotional. And this one is definitely the most dark out of all of the Runaways so far. All the characters had even more characterization. There were some really cool fighting scenes on here that were quite gruesome. And I was just like, wow, this one is so good that the one after this that I accidentally read before would have been even more of a letdown. So maybe it was a good thing I read them out of order, because otherwise I wouldn't have had as much enjoyment reading it. But yeah, this one is definitely the best volume. It's quite funny because this is written and drawn by people that only did this volume, and then the reboot is somebody else. Obviously the previous volumes is somebody else, but yeah, I think this one is definitely the best. There's time travel in here, there's cool powers, there's a fun storyline, there's some twists and turns. And like I said, there's some cool fighting scenes and quite gruesome stuff, so pretty much everything you need. So I'm gonna get something to eat, probably watch something while I eat that, and then I think I'm gonna finish this vlog with dyeing my hair because the purple bits are not very purple anymore, so we'll do that in a bit. What the fuck is back, and I'm so excited. You're so irritating and loving. Right, so I'm about to dye my hair. I've got a mirror here, I've got YouTube here, so I'm going to be looking back and forth. I'm just doing the purple bits at the moment. This is the hair dye I use, directions. This is the purple one. This is not the purple one, this is the blue one. I'm glad I just noticed that. This is the purple one. Otherwise my whole hair would have just been blue. You know this cat that isn't mine that lives here now? I swear down, he's the most loving cat ever. A minute ago I was stood up and he was on my computer chair and I wasn't even looking and he just jumped to here just because he wanted to cuddle, and now he's just all over me. Yes, you're very cute, but I'm busy. So yes, I am wearing my Linkin Park t-shirt that I've had for literally 20 years. It is my hair dye t-shirt, as you can see. I'm just gonna get on with it. What? Such a dick. You can't do this while I'm dyeing my hair, otherwise it will go all over you. Hey, ribbon on top of the bookcase. Hi. Bye. That'll do. So the great thing about this hair dye is that there's no nasty things in it, so you can just leave it in as long as you want. You can leave it in for 20 minutes. It says 20 minutes on the thing. You can leave it in for 20 hours if you wanted. So I'm just going to leave it in until I get bored of having it there, and then hopefully it'll be purple. That awkward moment when I'm trying to take the gloves off to press stop on the camera. You right there need to get off my chair. Get off my chair. Get off my chair. You right there need to get off my chair. You're a very rude boy. Hey, excuse me. That's my seat. It's like that, is it?
I'm not ready for you to go. You really have no idea.
The laziest playing with a toy ever.
And when you learn about it,
Ouch. Yay, I got my seat back. Ouch. You're so aggressive. You're so aggressive. Ouch. Ooh, I don't know why I'm doing this one. I just want to sit down. I got my seat back, but now I'm just bugging you instead. Yeah. Bye. So I'm going to leave it there. My hair is purple again. Well, purple and blue, but that's there. I feel like I've read a pretty decent amount over the past 2 days. I am going to read the last volume of Runaways, but I'll just do it after the vlog. I don't need to carry this on. And finish Tin Man. And then I read a bunch of other Runaways, so good times. A series off my list. A bunch of books off my TBR. We'd love to see it. So yeah, write something down below if you want. If you've watched this, I hope you enjoyed. Have you been anywhere since we're allowed to go out, depending on what country you're from? Let me know down below, and I'll see you later.